Hello, my friends. Okay, today you're welcome to join me for the full experience as I hopefully enjoy a 3 Michelin star Italian lunch. And this is the only restaurant in the whole world that is an Italian 3 Michelin star restaurant outside of Italy. So that's pretty exciting, isn't it? I've talked to the staff about whether or not I can film. They were very kind about it. They just said, try your best not to film the other patrons, which is obviously a completely fair thing to ask. So yeah, from start to finish, if I go to the toilet, I probably won't ask you to join me there. But that aside, we're in this together. Shall we go? Hi, sir. Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Kate, yeah.
The table is ready.
Amazing. Oh, amazing. Thank you, sir. Perfect. Beautiful. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What would you like to drink?
Could I have some still water, please? Yes, please. Okay. So, just been offered some still water. Very kind man. And here we go. You want to take a look at the table? Minimalist, but classy. Very nice. This makes me suspect we're going to get some really tasty bread. I'm excited for that. And then this is my view. Hong Kong's looking really good today. It's summer here. It's the first day of September. We've had some really, really bad black rain. But Hong Kong's putting on a show today. So I just ordered some still water. I don't know if I'll be charged for that or not. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I am actually parched. Yep, that water tastes great. Hi, sir.
Let me just the menu.
Amazing.
So this is our 5 courses deposition menu. And then we have the black truffle menu with the seasonal. The next page we have
The three.
as well. Here we have do some appetizer, pasta, and course. On the side we have a lunch decoration.
The three-course set menu.
Yes.
Amazing.
4 courses.
Amazing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so obviously I'm happy to show you this more extensive menu, but I've already made up my mind before I came here. I'm going to have the 3-course set menu. Obviously, the main reason for that is financial. However, I don't think I could eat more than 3 courses for lunch. 3 courses really is pushing it, especially when what I'm assumptive about this food is that it's going to be very decadent. So, you want to see the menu? Four courses is 1,320 Hong Kong dollars for appetizer, pasta, main, and dessert or cheese. 3 courses, which I expect I'm going to go for, is 1,220. I mean, if you want to convert that to pounds, Great British pounds, you just make it basically 120 pounds. It would be about maybe 160 USD. So 3 courses, I can get appetizer, pasta, and main. Right. So these are our pastas, our appetizers. Red prawn seafood soup or roasted octopus. I'm gonna go with the octopus. I don't like mushrooms, but I really like octopus. And I really like the idea of a citrus dressing. So I think they'll balance out, and I might just tell them I don't like mushrooms. I'm gonna assume that these are the pastas. If I'm having octopus as an appetizer, I probably should have this homemade fettuccine as my main, as my pasta. And then I get a main as well, God. Tomato and shellfish stew. Or beef sirloin, sorry. I think I'd maybe go with the so much mushroom. I think I'll go with a beef sirloin, but I'll talk to them about my mushroom situation. Hi, sir. So basically, well, I really love the idea of this,
Octopus, yes.
then
And then the pork chicken.
and then the beef sirloin. But the only thing is, I'm so sorry to be fussy. Is it okay if I have it without the mushroom?
No mushroom.
Yeah, I don't need a replacement or anything. You can just take the mushroom element away. I only ask because I won't eat it. If you give me it with the mushrooms, that's fine. I just won't eat them.
All right. So you're actually allergic to.
It's not allergic. I've just
don't like
never
it.
liked them.
Okay.
Is that okay, sir?
Yeah. And the beef, how would you like?
Medium rare.
Medium
Yes,
rare?
please, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Dessert, maybe you can choose.
I think dessert, I'm gonna, yeah, I can't imagine, well, I'll see how I feel, I think.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Is there
sir.
Any drinks, anyone?
I don't drink, but I'd love a non-alcoholic something.
Actually, the drink is,
Yes, please. Thank you, sir. I am really thirsty. I don't know if you can see, but I got sunburnt yesterday a lot. My own fault. It's just because I'm not used to the sun in Hong Kong. It's not been here for a while. As a consequence, when it was there yesterday, I was unprepared. And I got really burnt, and my face is so red. So I don't usually wear makeup, but today I really had to cover it up.
No alcoholic. Here is a cocktail, but if you don't like, we
Mocktails.
have some mocktail here.
Amazing.
We
Actually,
have some sparkling tea, whatever if you like.
do you have a non-alcoholic beer?
Yes, this is non-alcoholic.
Peroni.
And we have one Peroni.
That's really cool. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a mocktail and a non-alcoholic beer. So the non-alcoholic beer is Peroni. Happy with that. But look at so I haven't actually read the ingredients of these mocktails yet, but look. So that's like £12, which is astonishingly reasonably priced for Hong Kong anywhere, actually. Never mind at a place like this where the food is so expensive. I'm very surprised at how cheap the drinks are. But presumably they are very small. So I could have a green apple, olive brine, I don't know what that is, seed-lip spice, or strawberry raspberry. I'm gonna just stick with berry. Nice. Easy peasy. Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna have your berry and also a non-alcoholic beer if that's okay. And pardon?
Both together is
Yeah,
fine?
that's fine. Yeah, thank you, sir.
And beside the mushroom, how about the black truffle? Is this fine for you?
That's fine. That's perfect. Thank you, sir. I'm very hungry now. I've purposefully not had breakfast. I'm quite excited as well. You can I don't want to say you can fake a one Michelin, but it does seem that one Michelin restaurants can be quite hit or miss. Thank you, sir. But once it gets to 3 Michelin, okay, I might walk away from this thinking, oh, I wouldn't do it again. It's not overwhelmed me, or I don't quite understand what the fuss is about. But I think we can assume a minimum quality, and I'm already experiencing that. Everyone's been very kind to me. It does look lovely. It's 1 o'clock now. It's going to get quieter because I've come when lunch is like halfway through. And so I think it's going to be a lot quieter by the end of my meal, and then I'll show you around the restaurant. But I don't want to disturb anyone, it's not fair. Yeah, excited. I've actually, I feel a little self-conscious because oh. Sorry, I just saw someone with it getting an octopus dish, and I know it's coming my way. Thank you, sir. Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Non-alcoholic Peroni. So I used to drink a lot, which standard for a Scot. As a consequence, I don't drink anymore. I mean, sometimes I say things like I'm in recovery, etc. But other times I just say I don't drink anymore. But anyway, I never liked alcohol. Anyway, I just always liked the effect. But the one thing I do miss is like the feeling of having a beer. And so it's nice every now and again to have a non-alcoholic beer. Regrettably, it's just not that big a thing culturally in Hong Kong. So it's nice to have one here. Cheers, my friend. And I'm happy to report it does taste like Peroni. That's nice. Do you know the beer I hate the most when I was drinking was Carlsberg. Carlsberg has like the most awful aftertaste. I just didn't rate that beer at all. But when I became sober just prior to living in Greenland. Greenland's part of the Kingdom of Denmark. And so Carlsberg is their beer. They're like, when you walk around Copenhagen, you'll be in Scotland, Tennent's is our beer. Hi, sir. Thank you so much. Oh, amazing.
Here we have focaccia, Christini, crispy Mizzica, and also the Parmesan cheesesteak.
Thank you, sir. Okay, amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Very generous. Yeah, I like vinegar, yeah. Just a little. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so can you see how much bread they've given us? This both delights me as someone who's aware it's going to taste delicious and stresses me out because bread fills me up so much. I'm going to try my best to ration it. Okay, focaccia. Oh, so nice and warm. Can you hear that crunch? Oh. Let's give it a shot. Let's try it just without. Fantastic. Unreal crunch on the outside without being a challenge to get through, and then inside it's just so super fluffy. Let's try it with the olive oil. Oh no. I'm in trouble. I really don't want to fill up on this bread, but it's so tasty. Hi, sir.
This is the Busha welcome snack, which is the Xixian melon soup.
Okay.
Some garnishes on the top with the 48 cuts aged apricot ham.
Thank you so much. Okay, amazing. I've just been offered a little appetizer. Cold melon soup with prosciutto on top. Well, it looks very cute, as you can see, and it smells delicious. Little melon ball. Let's give it a shot. Yeah. Oh, okay. There's also some creme fraiche and an olive. Let's try the flavors all together. It's really good. I think it's hard to get. Oh. There's so many different flavors there that complement each other, but you can kind of only have them separate because the bruschetta is obviously like a hard meat to get through. You can't really separate it into little bits. So, my very first bite was, delicious melon, and obviously, what can you say about that? It's super juicy. It's very tasty. But it's also very simple, and you know exactly what you're expecting, and you don't need to come to a 3 Michelin star restaurant to get it. Then I had a bite of the creme fraiche with the olive, and that's like an explosion of completely different tastes. Hi, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. My cocktail's just arrived. Thank you, sir. Cheers. That's like a sharp, salty hit that then is immediately dissipated with the creme fraiche, and that was really nice. And then I just had a big chunk of bruschetta, and obviously that's super salty and meaty. And now I'm back to the cooling effect of the melon. Really nice. Yeah, really good. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's return to this bread. Yeah, I'm in big trouble. I really need to ration it because I don't want to fill up on bread. But it's so good. The only thing I would change is that I would have this to dip and then a little bit of sea salt to dip so that it would stick to the olive oil. And that way the focaccia would be a little bit salty. That would be really nice. Because I'm used to focaccia being salty, and this isn't. It's so tasty. Let's try a cracker. Thank you. Oh, okay. No worries. Either that was dirty or it was the wrong one. These are okay. Don't have much to say about them actually. They're fine. So this is my cocktail. I've already forgotten what it was called, but something berry berry. Lots of. That's fantastic. There's enough citrus in it that it's sharp, but it's the strawberry flavour and the berry flavours that shine through. It's super fresh. Thank you, sir. Really nice. Yeah, I do actually feel that this is missing dipping salt. I'm not going to eat anymore. I know I'll regret it. So good though. I've become the person I hate. In more ways than one, but when I worked in hospitality, people who vlogged the experience, not even that, just people who took an excessive amount of photos, I found it really hard not to roll my eyes. So it's like, live in the moment, dude. Live in the moment. Don't assume you're that important. And also, like, I think especially when it's taking pictures, it's like, what are the chances you're going to look back on these pictures, really? I mean, okay, like when I worked in a 3 Michelin and 2 Michelin star restaurant, I understand why people probably would look back on the pictures of that. Because for some people that's like it is a once in a lifetime experience. But you know, when I was just working in hotels and, you know, regular restaurants, I worked in Pizza Express for a while. It's like, does this need 10 photos? And yet here I am. I'm committing the absolute worst sin, and I'm filming the entire experience. I'm doing it for a few reasons, I suppose. The first is that I want to monetize my channel, and so I'm creating some longer form content to try and achieve that. But also, you know, I'm here in Hong Kong alone. I've been here for 10 months, and every month gets better. I didn't enjoy the first few months even half as much as I had anticipated I would. Obviously, before you move continents, you're not doing it if you don't think you'll enjoy it. I really thought Hong Kong was going to be the most amazing experience for me, and it proved to be, but I had to wait a lot longer than I thought because I didn't hit the ground running. The first few months were tiring. My job was overwhelming me. I didn't quite get Hong Kong, I suppose you could say. I saw all of the western sides of Hong Kong on a daily basis, but I wasn't being exposed, or I wasn't exposing myself to the Chinese, the Eastern Asian side of Hong Kong. And so I felt a little bit like, I guess that I wasn't actually exposing myself to that much, you know, like, oh, I've made this major life change. And yet, in many ways, it's a bit futile. It took a while to actually learn, like, you know, where to go in Hong Kong in your free time. It learned a while to get used to my job and to become relaxed and understand, no, you are good at this job. Just have a bit of faith in yourself. It took a while in general. I think that's life, right? Especially for someone like me, maybe. For me, maybe in general, things take me a bit longer than it takes the average person. So yeah, that's the second reason why I actually have become to really enjoy filming my experiences. It's because I don't have anyone who I can remember these experiences with, but I have an online diary now. I have my main YouTube channel, Educate, and I have my second channel, and I have my Instagram accounts. I can go back to this forever and remember all of the cool experiences I had. There's many advantages of doing things alone. I think it's good to enjoy your own company. I think obviously you're never going to be surrounded by people that want to do the exact same things as you, so you should always be someone who gives yourself the option of being able to do things alone. But I do believe like the biggest disadvantage of being alone is that you do cool things and then you forget 80% of it so quick because you're never reminiscing about it with anyone. That never then creates inside jokes, inside affection, you know. But I get to still do that on my own terms by creating this for myself and for my audience. So yeah, I've become a vlogger wanker. I'm surprised as well, but I quite like it. I think also the world is changing. This is just pretty normalized now. Okay, my tray has arrived. This is my octopus, I expect. Thank you so much.
Good job. Welcome to Appetizer.
Thank you so much.
You're serving your first course, which is a gentle roasted octopus from Mediterranean Sea, with an emulsion legs. And in your case, we select a gentle roasted artichoke for south of France.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, well, let's take a second to acknowledge this is absolutely stunning. And this artichoke, sorry, they've replaced that. I was meant to get mushroom. Let me just check you can see it. Oh my goodness. I'm not getting like major smells from it, but the smell I am getting is the smell of charcoal, you know. I guess that's the way that they've cooked the octopus. So there's no major sauce, like obviously it's a citrus dressing, but as you can see it's not drowned in it. They obviously have a lot of faith in the core flavours. Let's give this a shot. Yep, really good, super simple. Really high quality, delicious octopus. It's not chewy at all, you know, charred on the outside. And what makes the charring on the outside super special with this octopus is that there's so many little crevices that charring can find itself going into. So it's charred without being burnt. And then inside it's just super, super bouncy and easy to chew through. Really good. Okay, my first one was basically plain. The second bite had a much more prominent initial hit of citrus. Oh my goodness, so tasty. I really like it with this citrus dressing. Okay, let's go in. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, what can I say? I'm so glad I went for this. And it's very kind of them to change it for mushroom. I'm actually not a major fan of artichoke either, so I might end up leaving that, which is no fault of their own. But let's give this a shot. It's all right. I don't love it, but like I say, that's not their problem. Definitely prefer it to mushroom. Wow. I almost feel a little, I don't want to be dramatic, I've almost got a bit of a head rush from how surprised I am at the flavours of the octopus. Like a slightly faint feeling. It's so good. Look how cute she is. Okay. So, the other elements of the plate, I'm not that interested in. But who cares? Because it was the octopus I ordered. I'm very happy to give this a 10 out of 10, this initial starter. Super good. Wow. Really good food. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was delicious. Makes you a little reflective, but it also kind of makes you a little sleepy just for a second. So I need to power through that if I'm going to talk to you at the same time. Yeah. It's so nice to be in a appropriately air-conditioned room. As a European in Asia, they really take the flippin' piss with the air conditioning. Of course it's hot outside, so of course we need air conditioning, but why do they try and induce Arctic temperatures inside? There's no temperature moderation in this country. This place is really nice. The service is very minimal. It's possible that it's because I'm filming, but people aren't like asking, how are you today? Where are you from, etc., etc. Things that might be considered quite standard. They're really just letting you enjoy your own space and company. It's nice, but maybe there's more back and forth with people under regular circumstances. Yeah, it's nice in that not everyone actually wants to talk to the waiter. A lot of people just feel that they have to, to get their food. But it does slightly mean that, the service won't prove memorable, I suppose you could say. But that might be what they're going for. That they're so efficient at their jobs that they're you don't have to worry about them. That they're not on your mind as you enjoy the experience of the food and the atmosphere. Every restaurant, at this level is really like trying to fine-tune a very particular vibe and experience. So that might be what they're going for. So the chef, the founder of this restaurant, Umberto, he is from Bergamo, which is in northern Italy. And when I was reading that on Wikipedia this morning, I thought, oh my goodness, because I used to live in Bergamo. I mean, not really live, but I lived there for 3 weeks, years and years ago, when I was teaching at a summer camp in Italy. And I really rate Bergamo. It's maybe like 45 minutes to an hour north of Milan on the train, but I just think it's worlds better. I mean, I'm no fashion guru. I'm sure you picked up on that. So Milan was probably never going to be my scene, but I visited Milan twice when I was in Italy, and I just couldn't think that highly of it. But Bergamo is fantastic. It's so beautiful, and it's not overly congested with tourism, with busyness. So you just actually do get to enjoy Italy and feel relaxed in Bergamo. I feel like in Milan and in Rome, unfortunately, you are kind of hounded a bit. It is over touristy. I would highly recommend going to Bergamo. If places slightly off the beaten track are your thing, because you still actually get to enjoy all of the places on the beaten track from Bergamo. You're really close to Lake Como, you're really close to Milan, but you can have a slightly quieter base. And there's so many idyllic Italian villages around Bergamo that are worth visiting. But yeah, that's cool that he's from there. And he came to Hong Kong to run an Italian restaurant in the Ritz. And then he opened this place, and it had 2 Michelin within a year. He got his first 2 Michelins only 11 months after opening. And then the following year, he got his 3 Michelin, and he's retained it ever since. So, major respect. This place has obviously become a staple of Hong Kong's culinary scene, and it's hard to maintain perfection. So yeah, I don't know that much about him. The Wikipedia entry wasn't that long, and I've now told you all of it. Purposefully chose to come here without knowing too much. So I just wanted to kind of suss it out for myself. Do you know what I mean? This music's getting a little dramatic. It wasn't like this when I first came in. It's quite crazy though, isn't it, that this is the only 3 Michelin Italian restaurant in the world outside of Italy. You'd think there would be more, considering how popular of a cuisine Italian cuisine is, and how prolifically they produce chefs. I mean, obviously, America doesn't do... No, wait, America does do the Michelin. America does have Michelin stars, but they don't do it consistently across the whole country. So there's a lot of restaurants in the USA that would qualify on an excellent level for a Michelin star, or 2 or 3, but they don't because they don't meet certain criteria geographically. I'm not actually quite sure how that works. But it's pretty bizarre that some places of the USA are considered too remote to get a star. But the 2 Michelin star restaurant I worked in was in Greenland. And its USP was that it was the most remote restaurant in the world. So I don't know, if they can get one, why can't somewhere in Nevada? It's nice to have a Peroni. It is. I probably didn't need it in that it's a little bit heavy on my tummy, and I want to be as hungry as possible for each course. And I've got 2 heavy courses coming up. I've got a pasta course, which I believe is this, and I've got beef. Thank you, sir. Wowzers.
The fettuccine, the umbilical pork we used pork cheek, and then at the top is the umbilical pan, the parmigiano.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You want to have a look? So, of course, this isn't like a massive portion. But all of the elements of this dish are pretty heavy. Smells very good. Still smells a little too hot to eat. Let's give it a shot. So hard to eat pasta without making a mess. So this is just it's basically plain. This is just me experiencing the pasta and the sauce. Really thick noodles, slightly al dente, so you're a really nice chew. That sauce is so tomatoey and cheesy. I like it. I don't love it like the octopus. Like, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's very good. But let's try it with some more of the elements. So this is pork cheek. mean, it's very good. Melts in your mouth completely. It's very good. It's very decadent. You know, I'm glad it's a small portion because even this is like overwhelming me a bit. Like it's very filling. Thank you, sir. I can really appreciate the quality of the pasta. But I'm a little underwhelmed. I actually don't know. I don't have a reason for it. Every element I taste, I understand high quality. I understand it's tasty. But I just think actually I just enjoyed how much lighter the starter was. I think that's the only problem. I'm getting into it more as I go. I hate to moan. It is good. I think maybe my problem with this is, and again, like, I'm gonna walk away from it saying like, yeah, delicious pasta. But it is quite samey. You know, so for example, this pork, like I say, it tastes like good pork and it melts in your mouth. It's doing all the right things, but it's pork covered in a sort of tomatoey cheese sauce. And that's all just actually one experience that you're getting. And then, you know, the contrast is that occasionally you have it with a nice pasta noodle. But the main purpose of the noodle is actually just to kind of let it be coated by the sauce and for you to experience the sauce, right? That's the main purpose that pasta's trying to achieve. So yeah, I appreciate this dish. But no part of my brain's going, oh, and I like this bit, and I like this bit, and I like this bit, and I like this bit. I'm just like, yeah, it's a nice dish. I really don't want to come across like that means that I don't like it. It's just more from the perspective of having to explain to camera what it tastes like. It's like, actually, it just tastes like a nice pasta dish. I think it's slightly anxiety-inducing to have something so filling before a main course as well. So I think that kind of caught me a bit off by surprise. I like it. If it was my main course, you know, if I went to a restaurant and I only had a starter or I went straight to a main, and this was my course and it was slightly bigger, I'd be super impressed. I think I'm going to leave it there. I really want to enjoy the beef. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it was really good. I just want to enjoy my beef. It was delicious. Thank you, sir. I hope they don't think I didn't like it. I think the beef will be unreal. Because what they're really good at here is just making simple flavors taste wonderful. You've got a hair on you. So I can see something just like as simple as beef being bought from somewhere super high quality that, you know, I can almost not relate to. A really simple Jew on it and me just being blown away by that. Here's what that's what I'm hopeful for. It's so nice to see Hong Kong have looking nice again. After such a stressful summer, actually. Because I knew before I came to Hong Kong that Hong Kong summers are famously humid. Thank you. Amazing. Oh, it's personalised cutlery. And so I expected that. I was expecting, you know, you're going to be overwhelmed by the heat. You're going to be constantly sweaty. That's obviously going to ruin your hair. It's going to make you feel tired. Yeah, check. All of that happened. But I didn't think it through. And what I didn't realise is that what that also comes with is just like huge thunderstorms, like all the time. And so what I was anticipating in summer, you're going to get to do all the things you do in summer in Britain. You just have to be aware that you'll be super sweaty and hot whilst you're doing it. I didn't realise that like half of my off days I just wouldn't actually be able to leave the house because there's like a thunderstorm outside. And so I'm so excited that we're leaving that season now, because I think the main joy of Hong Kong is the nature. And it would be nice to be able to explore it again, because, you know, I've had limited experience to do that for the past few months. And just mentally I was preparing for the fact that this would be the time that I would be able to do it most. Yeah, I've got so many hikes I want to do. Not next weekend, the weekend after that I'm sleeping over on an island. I'm just going to an uninhabited island and with my tent and sleeping there. That'll be really fun. Also, you know, as someone who films, it'll be nice to just film and not always be worried about, oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I've been given even more bread. I wonder if that's standard or if it's because they think that I don't like the bread I've been given because I'm not eating too much of it. Thank you, sir. It's definitely not true that I don't like it. Maybe I should eat a little bit of it now just to show them I do. They're being very kind, but it's definitely not because I don't like it. It's because I liked it too much that I didn't want to fill up on it. I'm not sure how well my microphone's picking up on the music, but it's quite eclectic, I suppose you could say. When I came in, it was like a kind of pop song that I wasn't familiar with. There's been some Italian opera and some classic music, and now we're back to, what sounds like poppy. Nothing happens by accident. There's always a reason. There's always a logic for the choices. I'm not sure what the logic for this is. It's maybe just trying. Sir, can I ask a question? Why do you choose the music you choose? Like sometimes it's pop, sometimes it's like classical.
You like the music?
Oh yeah, the music's cool. I'm just wondering, like, what do you know why you have that? Okay,
Maybe they selected for you.
they select it. Okay, thank you. Just gonna ask the manager. I don't care that much. It's just. Shall we make some guesses before he arrives back? Okay. The manager is looking. I can hear him being asking the manager. The manager doesn't seem to really.
How do you like it?
Yeah, we love the music.
Great. We have an up and down.
Up and down.
It's a selection of music that we did in 15 years since we opened in
15
2010.
years.
So there are a little bit of classic, also modern. Also the classics belong to Romana. Also all the managers that they came here, mainly Italian, but also international music.
So it like represents your journey as a restaurant.
Yes.
That's very cool.
We have they call a music concierge. It's
Yes.
an agency which is like putting together all the music without giving like
There's no sharp changes.
exactly.
Yeah, I
So
understand.
well balanced.
Yeah.
Lunch, dinner, even afternoon because the lounge is all day done.
Okay, I understand, sir. Yeah, great choice. Thank you, sir.
Glad to hear that. My pleasure.
Makes sense. Yeah. So they opened 15 years ago. It's music from throughout the years that have been played in the restaurant throughout the years. And you know, some of it's more modern, that's chosen by the younger service workers. Some of it's more classic, chosen by senior members. And then they don't compose the order themselves. They give it to a company, an agency that specializes in being able to put music in certain orders so that it all flows very, very naturally. Yeah, cool. Wow, thank you. Oh, cool.
So this is Australian, the one beef, the beef sirloin steak.
Austrian.
Yes, we give some extra vegetable instead of the mushroom
Yep.
with some black truffle with mashed potato.
Perfect.
Here with some black truffle beef juice.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, this is the decadency I was expecting of a main course that kind of caught me off guard with the prior pasta course, but I can just fully relax and enjoy this knowing that that there's no more food to come after this. And wow, it's absolutely lathered in truffle. There's smashed potato under there. It does look good, doesn't it? It looks very beautiful. Nice hot plate. And I can confirm that is medium rare steak. So shall we give it a shot? It's like the best steak in the world, cooked to the best way I like it. So, what can I say? So tender. Wagyu's almost got like a butter taste to it. That's how rich it is. And I can taste that there. You know, such a beautiful contrast between the outside and the inside. There's just almost no chew at all. Yeah. That gravy on top, the jus, it's very heavy. But because it's a small portion, it's going to work perfectly. Wow. Super good. It's almost sinful. That's how rich it is. I can't, it's perfect. Let's give this mash a shot. Let's try it without the truffle, just try the mash. And then we'll try it with truffle. Yeah. Perfect. So soft. So creamy. It's perfect. It would be impossible to elevate that. And yet they try to because they add the truffle on top. So let's try it with a little bit of truffle. It's at least as good. I'm trying to decide if it's better. It's good. It's really good. It's really good. So the truffle itself isn't adding a huge. Sorry, I'm just very happy. The truffle itself isn't really changing the taste, the experience of the taste that much, or barely at all that I can taste so far. But it adds a certain fragrance that's very nice. And of course, it's basically soft, but there's the slightest bite you've got to get through the truffle. And so you've introduced a different texture. It's like tasting potato skin in your mashed potatoes. So you have like this insanely fluffy, almost drink-like mashed potato with little bits of potato skin in it that add a little crunch and then like kind of make you taste the potato in a different way. It's so good. I need to save a little bit of mash for the end because I want to be that to be the last flavor in my mouth. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't want to go on about it too much, but I just want to say, like, I've made a personal mistake of having pasta before a main. As such a small woman at lunchtime, you know, I can't handle too much food. And, you know, obviously now that I can see the portion of this, I can understand, oh, you probably could have coped with the pasta portion first, but I feel better about the pasta dish now that I kind of understand the full experience it was part of. And I just want to sort of, in hindsight, say, you know, I should have rated that a bit better. But I really don't care. If I'd just come here and had the octopus and this, which is probably my natural, in terms of how full I would be, was probably my natural level anyway. And I'd had it with the bread and these drinks, I would not be able to flaw this experience in any way. I feel very lucky. That thing's happening again where I feel a little bit sleepy. The food is so rich. As someone who loves food but has a naturally very small appetite, something I do miss about being single is that something I do miss about being in a relationship as someone who's now single is that when I used to go out to restaurants with my ex-boyfriend, you can comfortably order what you want, knowing I'll only be able to finish 2/3 of it. That's really not a problem because my boyfriend will be more than happy to eat the rest. And it was a win-win for us. I will never in my life have better mashed potato than that, ever. And it's a tribute to the fact that some simple classics just, can't be beaten. They're always going to be the best foods in the world. We had melon soup to start. Think how simple those flavors were, and yet it was an absolute delight. Then we had grilled octopus, and now we've had beef and potatoes. It's been a dream, right? I mean, of course, this is Italian cuisine, but British cuisine gets a very bad rep, both around the world and within Britain. No one really slags off British cuisine more than the British, actually. And I believe we do it from a sincere place, because we're always told our food is bad, and so we just believe it. And we view the fact that we eat like Indian once a week, a Chinese once a week, like a pizza once a week, different cuisines outside of our own country. We view that as like almost like a tribute to our failings on our own culinary merits. But it's not true that British cuisine is rubbish. I mean, of course, it's capable of being rubbish, as is any cuisine. But what the Brits did was that they came from a country where, the natural landscape meant it was delicious. Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We could only grow simple things. And what the Brits do when they do food well is they take simple flavors and they keep them simple, but they showcase the beauty of those natural flavors. And, when that's done well, British food is wonderful. But in addition to that, what Britain did, and of course, I mean, we had an empire. I'm not getting into the politics of that, but as a consequence of the empire, we were exposed and had the opportunity to get food from all over the world. So we have our own food, which is that, simple flavors elevated beautifully. But we also have, is we have a very international outlook when it comes to food. and our population, eats very internationally every week. And of course, as the world becomes, thank you, sir. Thank you. As the world becomes more international, that's a novelty that becomes less and less meaningful because that's just what everyone's doing. But for a while, Britain, was doing that before other people. And yeah, as a consequence, we are foodies. We have our own food that's underrated. But we also have a good understanding of other people's food. And London outside of Paris in the UK, so London outside of Paris in Europe has the most Michelin star restaurants. It's easy when a country's wealthy to produce high quality restaurants. It's the cheat code, of course, but it still counts for something. The fact that London has such a high concentration of world-class restaurants from all over the world. Thank you, sir. I'm so messy. Such a messy pup.
You enjoy the food is more important.
I,
Thank you.
I maybe should. What's your lightest dessert?
I can show you the.
Okay.
If you like something foodie, we have some nice fruit dessert as well.
Okay, thank you. In for a penny, in for a pound, right? I might as well try their dessert. Yeah. So, anyway, that was a bit of a tangent because that's what we've enjoyed today, right? We've just enjoyed really exquisitely elevated flavors.
If you like something refreshing, we have the peach dessert.
Yes?
But there's some Moscato mayonnaise containing alcohol. I'm not sure because the cherries also cooked with the red wine.
I don't. It's. I'm not allergic to alcohol. I just choose not to drink it. It won't taste like alcohol, will it? Mm-hmm. The peaches will taste like alcohol.
Not really.
No, then I can go for that.
You want to go for the peach?
Yes, please. Thank you, sir.
And you can contain alcohol actually. I mean,
I don't drink. I'm in recovery, but it's like I can have it as a dessert. I just can't drink. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. He's anxious. He's going to kill me. No, don't worry about that, my friend. So yeah. It's getting quieter. Let me just zoom you around so that you can see what I see. I'll try and show you mainly here where no one's looking. See? So this is what I've been seeing the whole time we've been chatting. Pretty simple, bit classy looking. And then this is what you've been seeing that I haven't been seeing the whole time we've been chatting. Oh, good looking view, Kate. So that's the Mandarin Oriental. Okay, Peach, Petits, home for a nap, I believe. Sorry to bring up my alcoholism, but I actually think I will go to a meeting tonight. I say that because I had it in my mind. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That I'd probably be too tired to go, but I think I should push myself. An AA meeting is what I mean. I've been sober nearly 15 months. Tomorrow it will be 15 months, actually. And inevitably you seek out other people's stories when you're kind of be sober. One of the big things I kept reading over and over again was that it's the first 30 days that are really hard, and then it becomes quite easy. I found the first 4 months really, really, really hard. The first 3 months I found hard, but part of me was expecting that. No, sorry, I was obviously expecting it to be difficult, but in my mind it was like 3 months will be hard. Once I got past the first month and realised, oh, I'm still struggling, I was like, okay, it'll be 3 months. And it was silly, but then mentally it became like, it's okay, you just need to get to 3 months and then you're plain sailing. And so it was very difficult for me in the 4th month when I realised, oh shit, maybe I even feel worse now than I did before. Because I feel all the same ways as I did before, but I've actually done the hard work now and it's not paying off. It was very stressful, and for me it was then that things started to get better. Months 5, and I remember when I went to pick up my 6-month chip, it was like, and everyone was saying, "Oh, we're so proud of you," just being nice. That's how it works in the groups. And I just thought to myself, yeah, but it's just really not been part of my life for the past 2 months, Anyway, so, and you could largely say the same for me getting my year's chip, but actually, since being a year sober, I've felt a little low, which is unfortunate. And I think it's simply the realization that, oh, okay, so you've solved, well, never solved, but like you've addressed one of your problems, but it was only ever one of your problems. Do you know what I mean? You still have to live with yourself. You still have to live with your own neuroticism, and you don't get an out code. You don't get a major negative to being drunk all the time is that you are a constant disappointment. But the advantage to that is that you have something very clear to blame as to why that is. Then when you become sober, after a while it's like, oh, okay. If I let myself down, or if I'm not nice to people, or if I feel low, I have to actually really think through and take responsibility for why that is, because I don't have this blanket excuse anymore, I guess you could say. So I think coming to that realization has been a little bit tiring. To work so hard on self-improvement and to kind of realize you've probably barely even started, actually. It's tiring. And it sounds like a very depressing thing to bring up. On some levels it is, but the reason I do is because I've now reached that realization. I've come to the other side of it, as opposed to working through it as I have been in the past 3 months. I've come to the other side of it. It's like, well, okay, so if you want to work on yourself more, if you quit alcohol because you were invested in yourself and the people around you, then let's do it. Let's be all in. And that's why I bring up that I'll go to a meeting today, because I've never had a sponsor ever. I just didn't want to go down that route. But I've decided that I'm gonna do the steps, the AA 12 steps. So I need to get a sponsor, and I need to start actually going to meetings as opposed to turning up once every few months to collect a chip. Yeah. So I'm gonna go today, and I feel, of course, this is such a extreme experience, but giving myself little treats like this along the way kind of actually encourage me to to do that because it's like it's nice to feel like you're fully living your life, right? Yeah. Yes, sir. I think this might be mine.
Our complimentary sciroppino. So we are using lemon sorbet and ice cream gelato.
Okay.
It's a Venetian recipe. So Chef Bombana revised the recipe using also ice cream gelato, 70 and 30%.
So okay, thank you, sir.
More sorbet than gelato.
More sorbet. Cool. May I film? Can I film?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So we start to mix lemon sorbet.
That's a lot.
Ice cream gelato.
Yeah.
It will be a very small portion.
Yeah, of
Seems
course.
a lot. And we are going to use mainly Italian ingredients, including our lemon from Amalfi Coast. Limoncello, homemade by us, and Moscato Grappa.
Okay.
Just a little bit. We finish with champagne.
Okay.
La Grappa, la Scala Grappa.
Just a little.
Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. Very sharp and dry.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Very sour.
Wow. You've done this before. Wowzers.
You finish with lemon zest. Amalfi Coast lemon zest, very rich.
Amalfi Coast,
flavor,
amazing.
Very citrusy. Just to complement all the ingredients that we use.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Enjoy your
I will. Thank you, sir.
Filipino, which is complimentary for us. Enjoy.
I didn't. He said it twice, and the first time he said it's complimentary from us, and I thought he meant like some kind of substitute. And I've just realised the second time he meant the dessert is complimentary. But that's how he was walking away. That's incredibly kind. And I wonder why. I'll talk to him about it because they definitely don't need to give me a complimentary. I hope if it's because they think I didn't enjoy the pasta, then I'll talk to him about it. Oh, wow, that's delightful. Sorry, what did you say is complimentary?
This is usually our pre-dessert.
Yes.
Which is included in the experience.
Yes. Okay.
So usually is of course complimentary from.
I don't. It doesn't have to be.
Sorry?
You can charge me for it, of course.
We
'cause
never charge.
You never charge. I
European is
understand.
included in the experience.
Oh, because it's not part of the set.
No, this is basically in the degustation menu.
I understand.
And also a la carte, we like to make for everyone.
Okay.
So, enjoy, really.
Thank you, sir.
That's it.
Oh, I really appreciate it. I
My
understand.
pleasure.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. A lot's going on at once because I've just tasted this and it's insane. But the reason I'm getting this for free is because it's not actually one of the desserts on the set menu. It would be like a pre-dessert if you had ordered a larger dish. And because I asked for something light, they were incredibly kind and they suggested this to me. I had obviously assumed it was on the set menu. So this is complimentary. That's very kind. I really respect that. Okay. Let's give it a proper try. I am I am speechless. I thought I knew what lemon zest would taste like. It tastes like lemon zest, right? But this lemon zest is so astonishingly zesty and high quality that it's an experience I've never had before. And it sits on, he's right, it's like a blend of gelato and sorbet, so texturally, I'm not used to having, you know, like an ice cream like this. It's both creamy and tangy. It's amazing. It just, of course it looks nice, but it doesn't look like much. So it's so hard to explain how actually there's so much going on. It's almost like, you know, you read a really impactful line of a book. It's just one line, so it says so little and yet it speaks to you, it says so much. That's how I feel about this dessert. There's so little and so much going on at once. And it's beautiful. There's no bitterness to this lemon at all either. It's so sharp without being citrusy. It's so tasty. So obviously I saw he added a little bit of alcohol. Right on cue for me saying I'd quit alcohol. But of course I'm not counting it because, you know, it's so minute. I can't tell you, I can't identify that as a taste. I can't really tell you what it's adding, but if they've added it, it's added something, so. Yeah, this for me is I think that the octopus is the best starter I've ever had. The mashed potato was the best mashed potato I've ever had. And this is the best dessert I've ever had. And I never would have guessed that this would be something so special for me because like for desserts, I really just like, you know, chocolate cake, sticky toffee pudding, that kind of stuff. The idea that it's a lemon dish that takes the top spot, it's incredible. I'm, yeah, speechless. I'm so, I just ordered a dessert impulsively. I didn't really have room for it, but I'm so glad I chose this. It also manages to achieve being ice cream without being too cold, you know, in a way that hurts your teeth or your head. It's just perfect. It's perfection. Wow. Wow. It's probably not the end because I probably will get Petits, but That I can't even explain it. I'm like so happy.
I can eat it every day.
Yes.
Light refreshing.
Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I expect Petit Porter to come. Oh my goodness. Um, but I would say that should be the last note, actually. I have no idea how people have like set 7 courses, 5 courses for lunch. They must just have a completely different body to me, you know. I'm not saying it's about my weight. I think it's just like the stomach size, you know what I mean? What's this for?
Peach.
Oh, okay.
Is that
Yeah.
dessert?
Okay, cool. Fuck me. I thought. Okay. I didn't really. Yeah. Okay. I've got an actual dessert coming. Oh, Jesus. I totally. Of course, I ordered the peach dessert. Okay, so we've got peach, and then we've got petit fours, and then I'm going straight home for a little nap. Oh my God. So the peach is. This was where my confusion came. So I think the peach is cooked in alcohol, and so when I signed off on it, on getting alcohol, that's why I was a little bit anxious when he started pouring champagne into my pre-dessert, because I thought, oh wait, you know, I've signed off on this, but actually there's a bit of a misunderstanding. But so I'm getting alcohol twice. Cool. It's all right. I'm going to AA later. Today's Monday, but everyone who is in this restaurant are people who have been here since I sat down. So this doesn't feel like a very business lunch type place. I was at Roganic like a few months ago, which is another nice restaurant in Hong Kong. The reason I went is because I used to work for the Roganic Simon Rogan. So I used to work for the Roganic family. Sorry, the Simon Rogan empire. And Roganic were telling me that they get a lot of business lunches. But this place doesn't seem like that kind of place. We should go to Roganic sometime together. So Long Clume, it's the 3 Michelin I worked at in the Lake District, just for a summer season. So I always had it on my mind when I come to Hong Kong, I'll go to Roganic because it would be nice to see elements of Long Clume, but in a completely different setting. And I walked through the door of Roganic, and Graham, my old boss, greeted me at the door, which is obviously, I was obviously not expecting that. And I was a bit taken aback and a bit stressed, actually, just because it was so surprising to me that you know, to just see your boss on a different continent. And he'd moved. He'd moved to Hong Kong for 4 months to help them with the rebrand of organic. And then I went into the restaurant, and the old head sommelier was there, and like 4 of the chefs were there. Oh my goodness, sorry. So sorry. Wow. Okay. Thank you, sir. So, peach? Okay.
Poached peach with a peach gelato and the Moscato Sauvignon sauce. On the side, we have brioche vanilla gelato, and underneath, we have some peach cream.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God, so much food. So, I've already forgotten what this is. And then, peach. You'd never guess from the look, would you? I think he's hiding under here. Okay. My peach. Oh, okay. Smells peachy. I'm convinced. Thank you. When I sailed across the Pacific, right? Obviously, like you're hoping that you'll be able to catch fresh fish every day to eat, but you can't rely on that assumption. So you pack an astonishing, like more than you need of tinned food. And thank God we did, because there's like 3 weeks where we didn't catch a fish, going between Panama and French Polynesia, of the 5-week journey. And so we completely depleted our rations. And by the end, all we had left was raw kidney beans. Also, our generator failed, so we had no power. So we couldn't boil the kidney beans to make them edible. We just had to leave them in water for a very long time to soften them. And when I say a long time, I mean it's in like 4 or 5 days. So we were just eating raw kidney beans and tinned peaches. And this just tastes so much like the tinned peaches I had in the middle of the ocean. And please don't think I'm saying that as an insult, because I became addicted to them. The taste of those peaches caked in that really sweet syrup that they're kept in tins. It was like the treat of the day. You had really rationed yourself all day and then you got that at the end. And this is what I'm getting here. So I don't actually have that much to say. I'm not experiencing super complicated flavours, and it's probably not a dessert that's worth paying this amount of money for, but I really like it. This gelato is very good. You can taste the champagne quite prominently in this sauce. Makes a lot more sense there. It's good, I do have to say, I really like it. I do like this sauce. I almost can't face this just because I'm the right amount of full, but let's not be rude, let's give it a shot. Super sweet, super delicate, even though it's a pastry. Texturally, it's like a crumbly biscuit. There's our man. There you go. That's our 3 Michelin head chef. Your chef's in? Your chef's in the house?
Yes.
That was Bombana. Nice. In the whole summer I worked at Long Clue at Simon Rogan's restaurant. He was there 3 times. What are the chances if you went to Gordon Ramsay's 3 Michelin in London, that what are the chances he'd be there? You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Bombana has got quite a few restaurants here in Hong Kong and also in Macau and Shanghai and Beijing, so that's why I just wasn't it. I was a little surprised. Okay. Thank you, sir. I think I'm done. Really good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All of the elements of that dessert were very nice. I just want to kind of enjoy how perfectly full I am. That's all. Oh, he's at it again. Okay. Petit 4 time, then home time. Our man's at it. When I said, "Oh, your chef's here, Bombana," he kind of looked a little like, "Oh yeah," to me. So I think Bombana's here a lot. Fair play to the man. That's very cool. I guess as we're wrapping up, because once I get the Petit Fours, then it will be build time. I've managed to go this far without going to the toilet. I'm thrilled. Thrilled for us both. What should I say what my impressions are as a general experience? Well, I basically didn't have expectations. I purposefully I didn't choose this restaurant because it's like, oh, this is a place I've always wanted to go. I didn't do almost any research before I came here because I just wanted to kind of be surprised or not surprised by it in its own right. I've really enjoyed it. It hasn't felt particularly Italian. Maybe that's because I'm a bit dumb. You know, so of course I wasn't expecting pizza, but the Italian touches have been very minimal. None of the waiters have been Italian, as far as I know. Of course, we saw the head chef, and he is Italian, but we never interacted with him. You know, you're given like little hints of Italy, with olive oil from the bread, but you know, when you think of every dish, with the exception of the pasta, it's all dishes that you kind of could have had at a traditional British restaurant or just a traditional European restaurant, whatever. So I haven't really felt, and then the music hasn't really made me feel very Italian. I understand that some of the songs were Italian, how the restaurant is decorated, etc., etc. So when I say I've been to the only 3 Michelin Italian restaurant outside of Italy, from that sense, it's like I don't actually have a huge amount to comment because I haven't felt like I'm in Italy. I haven't felt anything like that. But as just a high quality restaurant, 3 out of the 5 courses have kind of rendered me speechless in a really nice way. My Petit Fours. Thank you. What do I choose, sir?
You can choose whatever you want, as many as you want.
I'm not too hungry, but I would love maybe 3. Could you choose?
You prefer dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
I prefer milk chocolate. Yeah. It's cool that you can choose however many you want. Have you ever had to stop someone?
Actually, sometimes people would like to try more than that.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me.
Try some topping or
I'm okay, thank you. That's perfect. So, what's
So
this?
this one is milk chocolate and the hazelnut and dry fruit inside.
Okay.
This one is just a plain milk chocolate, just rolled very thin.
Yep.
This one is a milk chocolate steak, and then on top we have some caramel.
Nice, nice. Thank you very much, sir.
Zoom in the
That's perfect. Thank you, sir. It's very cute that you get to choose your own Petit Fours. So I've got 3 little chocolates. Yeah. So 3 out of the 5 courses, like there was a little moment where I just had to, you know, take a little bit of time for myself because the food was so in tune, was synchronized so perfectly with my taste buds and my emotions. Like it was a beautiful moment, actually, and it's incredible that food can do that to you. Because we experience tasty food all the time, but to have almost a zen experience because of it, it's incredible. And then the pasta, like I say, it was nice, but I just think it's too heavy for me. And the dessert was nice, but I just was full by that point. So that I can't blame them for the fact that I have a small tummy. You know what I mean? That's a problem wherever I go. And I can't really blame them for the fact that I chose to order a pasta dish and then was kind of surprised when a pasta dish showed up. You know, that's again, it's my problem. So I think food-wise, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. So everyone's been so kind. The service has been a little impersonal in that, you know, I haven't been asked personal questions. I haven't felt anyone has like radiated a particular personality. But in terms of them being very kind and in terms of them being very professional and getting everything right, the service has been great. I think I have to give the service an 8 out of 10, and I hope that that's understood. That's a great score. This room is very classy. I just think it's a bit boring, but it's not impressing on me like any kind of particular mood. The room and the ambience itself isn't giving me much of an impression. So I would say that's average. I mean, so it's like a 6 or a 7, you know what I mean? Would I recommend this place for lunch? 100%. If this is your kind of thing, 100%. Would like it to have felt a little more Italian. And maybe if I'd been asked a few personal questions, that would have been great. But these are picky details because this is so subjective, right? Not everyone feels that way. Not everyone would like that. The main thing is the food, and the food was exceptional. Okay. Chocolate number 1. It's fine. And the chocolate's nice. It's not standing out to me as exceptional, but it's very nice. This is very good. There's a lot of really nice components to it. The crisp little sharp biscuit underneath, the coating of milky chocolate, and then those little caramel bits. This is good. This is going to be my last note. Yeah. Perfect. A perfect lunch. Hey, thank you, sir. I'll show you the check and then I'll let you get on with your life. This hair is still on you. Yeah. If you've made it this far, tell me where you'd like me to go next. I'd really love to try like alternative experiences. Alternative experiences, that'd be really fun. Okay, I ordered 4 courses. I think it's coming to, the courses are going to come to like 1,350. Then I ordered 2 drinks that together come to like 25. So that already brings us to like 170, and then there's a service charge. So we're almost going to be at 2,000 for lunch, that's what I suspect. Yeah, it's certainly a treat you can only do once a year, right? It's a lot of money. Let's see what it says. Here she is. Shall we run? Thank you, sir.
We have the 500 deposit, so the total will be.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Amazing. Okay, fabulous. So this is our total. 1,782 Hong Kong dollars, or about 180 quid. That's for the 4 courses, plus I don't know what pana is. What's pana?
It's the water.
Oh, the water. Perfect. Yeah. Thank you. So for the water, okay, cool. The 2 drinks and the 4-course lunch, and then service. Yep, they've added service. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, well, my friends, this is where I leave you. I'm about to do a runner. I'm about to pay and go home. But thank you so much for joining me. I had a great time. Love you lots.